Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video today. I guess we could have expected this. We actually even predicted this, but 1.99% financing for the Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive that was supposed to be canceled and ended and expired by yesterday has been extended. And now this finally matches the rear-wheel drive Tesla Model Y with the same exact end date of June 30th. And I've been hearing some rumblings and some cookings and some things. So if you're looking to get the best deal, definitely stay tuned, not only to today, but tomorrow, where we're going to iron out some of the details and tell you how you can get the best deal on a Model Y with delivery by the end of the month. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, much more, but more on that later. And so here it is. Last night, Tesla quietly extended the 1.99% financing offer for just the Model Y all-wheel drive. You used to had to place your order and do a credit application by yesterday, but it seems like now Tesla has extended it. And now here are the things you need to be aware about. You got to take delivery by June 30th. So if you've got an estimated delivery date that says July, seems like Tesla is not going to honor the 1.99. Choose a inventory vehicle for better chances. That's what I would recommend. And you do have to have 15% down as a down payment. So quick math on that, 45 to 50K. That's about $8,000 to $10,000. But the good news with this is that you can use part of that 7,500 electric vehicle tax credit if you are eligible and if you qualify. Like, we did some rough math. We actually had someone send us the breakdown of the deal, and it was only $4,000 out of pocket if you qualify for the 7,500 federal tax credit. Biggest thing with this is that if you got the $2,000 Model Y loyalty offer, you cannot stack this with the Model Y. And so 1.99 or $2,000 incentive, it's kind of, I guess, around the same math if you factor in like the interest savings and if you like pay it off quicker or something like that. But the one thing is for sure, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving and support the channel as well. And so Tesla, as we predicted, quietly extended this, so it is on Tesla's website, and you can see all the different terms, conditions, and everything. And if you're wondering like, hey, will I get approved for something like this? It's a great question. You can do the pre-qualification button right here, where it's a super soft inquiry, but the best way is to kind of place that $250 deposit. I know it's non-refundable, and then you will do like a actual application to see if you'll get approved and everything. And so I feel like a lot of people placed their orders in yesterday to try and lock one down. And the funny thing is, you can kind of see this. If you look at the inventory chart, the mustard yellow line is Model Y inventory, and people did a little bit of a last minute, hey, let me just reserve something just so I have it in hand for 1.99. And you can see inventory did drop. It's either that or maybe Tesla is taking vehicles down to do a little bit of a repricing action, because we could see that as well. But the one thing that really surprised me, if we take a look at, the Tesla market as a whole right now between inventory charts, take a look at this. This is the pink line, which is Model 3 inventory, and massive increase in inventory that has came online for Model 3. So maybe 0% has overstayed its time, and it's not as impactful anymore. So this is going to be interesting to watch and see as Model 3, if inventory keeps increasing and it already has 0% financing. Like, what's Tesla going to do next? Free supercharging, maybe some other incentives on top of it as well? Or is this something else? Is this maybe a new Model 3 with front bumper camera? I mean, maybe that's the production that's coming through. I don't think that would be, because I feel like we would get some sort of leak or some sort of new thing with that. But I mean, it is the only Tesla at this point without a front bumper camera on the, of course, front of the vehicle. And we can't necessarily zoom in here to see it. You can't see it anyway. way. But still, very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. And if you're just joining in, welcome. 1.99% financing is here for all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, extended all the way to the end of the month. And I know a lot of you out there are either shopping for a Tesla or even about to buy a Tesla, and you might have a trade-in vehicle, or you might be selling your existing vehicle. And that's where our friend Chip at Hybrid Electric Sales in Tennessee is looking to give you maximum value for your current vehicle. So definitely hit him up. Link down below in the description, and also put Dennis Deal so that he knows where you're coming from as well. Of course, it makes sense for Chip to buy your vehicle, especially if you're in Tennessee or even near like East Coast or Central. If it's like anywhere else, then it might not make the most sense with that. Oren, thanks for coming in. Richie, great to see you. AK, thanks for coming in. JJ, Nick, and K Cardi, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. I'm curious, anybody watching right now, did you like last minute, not necessarily panic, but did a little bit of a strategic move there to just go ahead and place a deposit for a Tesla Model Y? Because it just makes sense, especially if you are looking to get the 1.99, but you still want to kind of see what happens over the next 2 weeks. One thing is for sure, now that 1.99 is here to stay until the end of the month, I do not envision more inventory discounts. I think they're going to keep it maybe about similar, but I do envision some other incentives that I think we're going to talk about tomorrow. Oren, of course, they extend it. Yeah, 100%. Richie, how can I get the Lyft deal without driving for a Lyft? Actually, you just have to apply and be approved for Lyft, and then you'll be able to get it. Make sure you use the same email. AK, looks like 0% coming in November for the Tesla Model Y. AK, that's a good guess, and I would probably guess the same thing as well. JJ, does coming soon when ordering mean 1 week? It could be 1 to 2 weeks. And so we're going to be entering a time right now where it's a little bit iffy with like some of these inventory vehicles for Model 3s and any Tesla vehicle. Like even right now, we've got a pending delivery that I haven't talked about yet, and it's like, hey, what's the status? I literally have no estimated delivery date, and I keep messaging them, and they say yeah, maybe end of this week that the car will arrive, but nothing updated with that. K Cardi, 10 days down with my first EV in the Juniper, no regrets. K Cardi, nice, congrats on your new Tesla. It is really a fantastic vehicle, and especially if it's your first one, you're coming in like, because there's a lot of history with Tesla between the older models like we have. The Model Y Juniper is fantastic in terms of how it actually is put together and everything. Suspension. JJ, how does financing work after placing an order? Do you fill it out in the app? Yes. So 100% after you place your deposit on your Tesla, and I guess we'll walk you through this really quickly. But the first thing is you got to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. The second thing is, do not go to this page. It might feel like it's comforting to go here, but actually you do not want to go here. What you'll actually want to do is go to inventory, which is this inventory page right here. And the third step, a little bit of a hack or workaround, is that you want to switch your zip code to all deliverable, because that's going to show you all the vehicles based upon your area that you can actually pick up. And then from here, you'll try and scoop around and see, like maybe there's some inventory discounts, maybe there isn't. What's interesting is that I don't see any inventory discounts right now, but that's because we had real world drive unchecked. So you can see like all-wheel drive. And really some of these might make sense for your situation, kind of depends. And then what I would do is click into it and then go ahead and place your order and everything locked into the vehicle. And then from here, you'll get directed to the Tesla app. That's where you'll update your driver's license, do the credit application, add insurance, and all the other things from that. But that's really the next step after that. AK, not going to pull the trigger until 0% for Model Y in November or December. Yeah, and I feel like at this point, that is certainly coming. Can you combine Lyft with Hero Credit? JJ, great question. You actually cannot. And if I were to choose between the two, I would probably go with the Heroes, because the Lyft one, the second part of it, even though it is 2,000, you do have to drive like 100 trips, which may not be worth it depending on where you're at, unless you're already doing it. In this next topic, the $250 electric vehicle fee, the federal fee that Tesla, or not Tesla, that was going to be put on Tesla vehicles and all electric vehicles from the federal government on the One Big Beautiful Bill, has been removed off of the Senate version of the bill. This is great news for everyone, all electric owners, hybrid and owners included, because it was $250 a year for electric vehicles and $100 a year for hybrid vehicles. And it seems like it has been removed off of the bill in this current version. Of course, all these steps, it goes to the House first, it was on there, then it went to the Senate, it got passed through the House, now it's at the Senate, it was removed. And so it certainly maybe has to go through some more iterations. But the one thing is for sure, most likely the 7,500 is going to be axed. And we'll talk about probably more on this in the next few days as some of the dust settles. But there's some good and there's some bad, and then there's more bad with the version of the bill and everything. But certainly very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, if you've got an electric vehicle, this is a win, because $250 annual fee, not only was it in there, it was also going to be set so that we would have to pay in arrears or pay over the past few years if we had an electric vehicle as well. So it definitely was not worth it. I know you're hunting for a deal on a Tesla, but what if I told you you could get one free now this month? Say hello to Mini Revs, the ultimate Tesla miniature company. These aren't just toys. They're crazy cool, insanely accurate replicas that bring Tesla cutting edge design right to your desk. Check out this epic black Cybertruck that even has a little ATV. And right now, Mini Revs is running an amazing giveaway. Use promo code Dennis when ordering your Mini Rev and get 10% off, and 2 random orders this month will get a free Cybertruck with their order. So check out Mini Revs down below in the description, and don't miss your chance to win a free Tesla Cybertruck. Big thanks to Mini Revs for partnering with. Thanks to everyone. And Mini Revs pretty cool. Like, they sent us a handful of these. We got like a Model X right here, and we've got the older Model Y. The first question I had back to them was, is there going to be an updated Model Y? We also have the Cybertruck, and they said yes, they're going to be updating it. So really cool to have these miniature Teslas combined. Like, I was hoping they would send me the Roadster one, but of course we didn't get that one just yet. But certainly very cool to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you are thinking. When you submit finance app after order, do you get approval message immediately? JJ, that is a good question as well, because it depends on your credit. Like today, we actually applied for a vehicle, and for a second it was pending, and then about 5 to 10 minutes later, it got approved. And so some people have said instant, even quicker. Some people, it takes a little bit. Depending on your credit, it can take all the way up to like the day before your delivery, based upon of credit score and of course backlog of the credit department and everything. So I would take that with depends on your credit at the end of the day. Omer, is there any website where I can sell my current Model 3 for a good price besides Carvana or CarMax? Great question, Omar. And that's where we've partnered with our friend Chip. You might have seen Chip on our podcast. He's looking to buy your vehicle, no matter what type of vehicle it is. He does specialize in hybrid and electric vehicles in Tennessee, but definitely check out the link down below in the description so he can get you maximum value for your vehicle. Big Z, you cannot stack Lyft with one or the other. Big Z, great to hear from you. I see you in the Discord. I did ask you a question in the DMs, but you didn't respond back to me. But thanks for coming in, Big Z. JJ, when you submit finance app after order, do you get approval message immediately? I think you already asked that. Whoops, sorry. RC, thanks for coming in. Rob, can you test drive a Model Y long range rear wheel drive so we can get an opinion if it's quick enough, especially if you're considering full self driving? Rob, you know what? That's a good question. And And I've been trying to find a Model Y rear-wheel drive delivery in the Los Angeles area. I'd love to join you if you're out there watching, you're about to pick one up. But at this point, maybe I should just go test drive one and really see, because on paper, I mean, 370 miles of range, no features lacking or less from the all-wheel drive, and cheaper, less lease payment, cheaper financing, cheaper car. Seems like a phenomenal value. Bailey test drove the Cybertruck for 48 hours. It was such a great experience. Going to order a Model Y soon. Bailey, nice. Congrats on that one. Yeah, the Cybertruck, once you drive it, I mean, from the surface level, when you like look at it and you see it and you touch it or walk up to it, it's a weird vehicle. Don't get me wrong, in terms of weird looking, and you might not understand why everybody goes crazy for it and why it's a phenomenal vehicle until you drive it and experience like the steer by wire and how comfortable it is and everything. Then it becomes a different scenario and everything. In this next topic, here's the best Rivian deal right now. I know we talk about Tesla a lot, but let's take a look at some Rivian deals that are out there. Our friend Rivian Romer posted this. Here's the best lease deal that is currently for a dual performance large with a sub $1,000 lease, taxes included, with zero down. You can see the vehicle right here on their website. Rivian Romer 2025 R1S dual performance large and a zero down at $900 a month or $1,000 a month. I mean, it might sound expensive, but that is kind of the bar when you're looking at vehicles in this price range. Rivian seems to be starting to sell or dump some of these into inventory. Chris posted this, quite possibly the best deals you can get right now are the super rare large plus vehicles in the R1 shop. These are max battery packs that are software locked to a large. The benefits in these include better charging, an improved charging curve. So if you're taking a look at it, I would recommend go to Rivian Romer. And of course, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code down below in the description so you can get $500 as an incentive for your Rivian vehicle. JJ, are there inventory discounts to new vehicles, not demo? Not at the moment, JJ, but I mean, that's not to say never. Actually, usually about this time, we do see better inventory discounts for Tesla. So, you know what that might mean? It might be it's a this Thursday type of time frame for that, in which we might see something like that. Bay Area driver, all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive Model Y? I would go rear-wheel drive. What are the items to watch out for when taking delivery of a Juniper? I mean, make sure you got your J17 plug. Actually, we talked about a lot of them in our Model Y delivery video that we posted this past week. But really, it's for me, make sure there's no paint issues and make sure there's no rust. All Teslas are going to have build quality issues. And I mean, if it's like misaligned, I mean, that can be fixed by Tesla afterwards. But as long as there's no rust or bubbles, I think I'm okay with that, because, you know, but I'm also a little bit jaded because, you know, I've done what, 7 Tesla deliveries or 6 new ones, and it's always going to have something. It's just, that's just the name of the game, with Tesla at this point. In this next topic, there has been a 6-seater, another rumor of the 6-seater Model Y, and this rumor is stated that it will have an extended wheelbase. TC Mesla, no idea what this is. I actually thought this was Tesla Chan. Update regarding Tesla's 3-row 6-seater refresh Model Y. Wheelbase will be extended by 15 centimeters and or 5.6 inches. I mean, 5.6 inches, that's actually a pretty, I mean, we're talking about the wheelbase here, so it's going to be a little bit longer. And maybe this, from what this says, initially expected to launch only in China. This version will now appear set for release in other regions as well, according to the latest 2025.20 code. This could be very interesting to see, as like, because people, I mean, we want bigger vehicles at the end. Even like the Model X can be a little bit small now that like there's EV9 Rivian vehicles that are true 3rd row vehicles. So maybe Tesla is going to be making or going to be offering a bigger version for everybody else that is defecting and leaving Tesla for other vehicles after that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. There's definitely more competition coming into the space. Take a look at the new 2026 Nissan Leaf. I mean, I don't hate the look of it, but what's really interesting and weird with this one is that it's got 2 charging ports, one on each side, one for the Tesla plug and one for the normal J1772 plug. So very interesting to see that they went with that route. Maybe they made it so that it's more buildable in like the whole nation. But here's the details: $40,000 or below $40,000 and range of 303 miles. for it. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. U-Haul, thanks for coming in. Just charged at a non-Tesla station, $7 for 15% at 0. Yeah, some of the other ones are pretty crazy in terms of expensive. Like in California, I mean, I've seen screenshots like 50 cents to $1 a kilowatt, which is way expensive than gas savings. You're not saving anything with gas then. Neil, dude, they messaged me saying to schedule delivery before 8 a.m. tomorrow, or my order is out on hold subject to cancellation. Do I need to worry about it being canceled? I wouldn't worry about it being canceled, Neo, but yes, they will what will happen is you do have like a vehicle with a VIN vehicle tied to your account. And what they'll do is they'll release it so that someone else can take order of it because they're trying to do, swaps and things like that. And so that's kind of their threat, but they will release that vehicle, but they won't cancel it. They'll give you like another 2 months or so before canceling, well, maybe like a month. Slate Slayer before they even debut. Yeah, 100%. Slate's a very interesting one, and I guess we'll just see what that actually is when it comes out. $7.61 to charge for 50 miles worth a juice. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's about the same cost as gas, depending on where you're at. And upload about 3-row Model Y. Yeah, exactly. Like this extended wheelbase. I mean, if they do extended wheelbase plus 6-seater, which I feel like most people with families want a 6-seater, that could make a lot of sense with that. Travis, thanks for coming in. Sorry I haven't responded to you. Any more deals on full self-driving? No, we are completely oversubscribed. I may be getting one by the end of this week, but there's already a massive wait list. And so once I get that one, I may try and like just send a message out and then see who actually wants it. Divine, thanks for coming in. I'm hoping for a Model 3 front bumper camera. Yeah, 100%. Same as well. The Tesla Model 3 is like the only vehicle right now that does not have a front bumper camera. It's a little bit lacking. And I mean, people may be coming into that vehicle, especially if it's their first brand new one. They might not realize that all of the other Tesla models have a front bumper camera, but the Model 3, nada. And so maybe it won't be necessarily worth it for them, because I guess if you think about it, like the Model 3 buyer, most of them, I would venture to guess, long range, real wheel drive, some performance. And then real wheel drive owners, they're going after that cheap, low lease payment, the 0 down for $350. And so are they really getting full self driving or care about it or long term buyers of it? Probably not, right? And so I guess it makes sense for Tesla to hold the Model 3 to be the last vehicle to get the front bumper camera until they really need it, which, I mean, with sales and inventory going up, maybe they do. Brittany, I'm ready to buy a new Model 3 Performance with front bumper camera, 6-seater Model Y. Come on already, Brittany. Yeah, 100% at this point. I agree with you there as well. In this next topic, Tesla to pause Model Y and Cybertruck production. Very interesting headline coming out of here. This seems to be from, I would assume, Reuters again. Yes, Reuters. Tesla reportedly pausing Cybertruck and Model Y production at Austin factory for a week. This is very interesting to see. It seems like it's going to be starting on June 30th with operations to set resuming the following week. So this could be, I mean, we have no idea what this could be, but this could be, are they pausing for retooling for new model line, new trim, new Model Y 7-seater, new Model Y Performance, new Model Y long wheelbase? Or are they pausing because there's just too many vehicles in inventory? I mean, if we take a look at Cybertruck, still pretty high. We take a look at Model Y. I mean, yes, there is a slight dip right now, but it also is going to be a little bit higher as well, because this is that natural 1.99% financing ending as well. And so very interesting to see. I mean, we'll see in go through this. Electric says this is amid a lower demand and inventory buildups. And then we'll start to see if this is actually going to be a thing or how this will affect in these next few weeks from this. But the one thing is for sure, as inventory goes up, the deals and incentive always get better. That's why we're starting to see the 1.99 being extended at the moment already. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there, 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to that, everyone. And 3W All-Weather Liners just released their new version of the Juniper. They're calling it the Pro version. I mean, take a look at these. This is definitely very, very nice. Maybe even nicer than the OEM floor mats. Haven't received a set yet, but you can tell, like metal skid plate right here and raised edges. Their Pro version is $159, but if you use promo code Dennis35, their highest offer, 35% off, gets you a massive discount off of this. And you can see they're already doing crazy discounts on like the full set and everything. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. They also have sets for their Model 3, Model X, Cybertruck, and all the other different Tesla models. And of course, if you use our promo code, you support the channel as well. So thank you to everybody that's used the code in the past and in the future. Michael, when is Glacier Blue coming? I think it's out, right? Or are you thinking for the Model Y? I don't know. I'm not too excited about that color. Maybe like the Model S, Model X color, but I guess we'll see. RC Leaf has one NACS Tesla side on for DC charging and the other side for standard 1772. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know what the thought process is there, but I mean, maybe it made sense to them. Should I buy now or later? Tony, always later if you can stomach later. If you don't need a vehicle just yet, always buy later. Alex, thanks for coming in. Brian, are there any differences with the cars in inventory versus ordering one? No difference at all. And actually, quick tip, Brian, if you go to the website and you place an order, they just match you with an inventory vehicle. There's really no there's not there's like, there's a thought like, oh, if you buy a vehicle from this ordering page, you're getting a vehicle that's set for you and it's your vehicle being built for you. That is far from how that actually works. It's like almost like a psychological thing. What happens is, let's say you place your order like this, and of course don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. After you place your order, all they do is just match you with one that's in inventory, and they say, hey, your vehicle is ready, and they just line you up. It's a nice little not switch, but just a logistical way that they do that. What country are 3W liners made? The WeatherTech rubber lines are 250 USA made. Not sure, sir. But in terms of WeatherTech, I would take the 3Ws all over them. Vampy, the Model Y Juniper is the best car ever. Yeah, Model Y Juniper is fantastic. And I assume you've got one, Vampy. And thank you and welcome to the channel. Deepak, nobody's buying a Tesla. They lost their reputation by promising to end and scaring everybody by extending the offer. I mean, there's tons of people buying a Tesla, but I don't know if I would say nobody. Rick, probably both. I would love a battery announcement at the Robotaxi event. Surely Tesla's been working on the saline-based batteries or close to dry cathode. Yeah, what about like the dry solid-state batteries? That could be an interesting one. Alex, why is the APR for the Model 3 Performance and 2 Model Y trim so high compared to other ones? It's like 8%. Which ones are you talking? Oh, for leasing. Yeah, leasing is a weird one because it could be because like it's like a loophole for the 7,500 federal tax credit, and so that's why Tesla kind of knows this, and so like people, they don't want to subsidize it at all any sort of way. Big Z, buy later unless leasing. If you want to lease, buy yesterday. Yeah, 100%. Leasing, depending on the model, it can be a great deal, especially if it's Model 3 long range or the rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Can't wait to get my Model Y. Alex, nice, congrats. When is your delivery date? Untapped. Do you think there'll be another good deal like a 1.9 later this year after this offer ends? Yes, I would say if I'm a betting man, like 80 to 90% chance it's going to go even lower. If I were to predict like these next 6 months, I think it's going to go to like 0.99 and then 0% by the end of the year. But there is a big but, and that but is the 7,500 federal tax credit, which I think we'll talk about tomorrow. And what is the update on that? What's your prediction for a 6-seater Model Y? We actually talked about that earlier. Maybe it's coming out. There's big rumors on it, and that'd be cool to see a longer wheelbase one. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.